Woohoo! What I love most about land-based tilapia fishing is the simplicity. It's relaxing and you get to spend quality time with your mates and even the family. And today I'm up for a bit of a fun challenge. 3 times AFC fishing champion Darren Dizzy Borg versus young Chaos and his dad Jason from My Catch Australia versus me. This should be a whole lot of fun.
What's down here, mate?
Mate, I just had a big tilapia come up and have a look at my worm on this nest here. I'm fishing under the weed. And when I walked into here, there was probably 40 or 50 of them just all milling around under this weed in here.
I'll be back, mate. I'll be back, all right? Little does he know, I've got a little present for him. It's called a banana, and anyone that goes fishing knows you do not bring bananas when you're fishing because it's bad luck. But he started before me, so he deserves that gift. I'm gonna bait up, get it in, it's on.
What were you up to just then?
So we got Dizzy up on the bank, and then you got the young fella who's a tilapia and carp, an expert. He's been fishing for a year and he reckons he's caught 1,000 tilapia, and his dad just over my shoulder. And this is how talented this bloke is. He can walk on water.
So with the clock ticking, it was time I threw on a worm to get a fish in the bag.
There's 2 of them. Here he goes, here he goes. He's hitting it, he's hitting it. He's about to hit it. Yes, yes, oh, I dropped him. Right, I'm moving.
I've cracked a little bit of a pattern here. What I'm doing is I'm going around underneath this weed. It's really matted tightly on top, but there's little tiny holes and gaps in it. I'm throwing my worm in there, and because I've got a sinker on it, it's getting through into the bottom. And sometimes what I'm doing is I'm like teabagging it so that it sits halfway between the top of the weed and the bottom, get the attention, let it go down if I see any fish. And some of them have been really aggressive. So that's why I've caught 2, but I've missed about 3 or 4 in the process of working out exactly how to set the hook on these fish. I've learnt that I've got to have a bit more patience today than what I normally do. But I can tell you, it's starting to all come together. See a few more just moving across, leaving a bit of a wake.
Sorry boys, thought I'd come and see what's happening in this neck of the woods. That was my other fish I was going to take too.
He just came over to have a look at mine then.
I know.
Eat it. Come on.
Hang on, that's my fish. He took my spot. He took my spot. I can't believe it.
Nah, it's not easy fishing at the moment, but they're still, they're looking.
They're having a look around. Yeah, you get picking up the odd fish, but it's good to have a good challenge, isn't it?
Yeah. The ones that are underneath this matted weed seem to be more aggressive than the ones that aren't.
And with 2 fish on the board for Dizzy, Jace scores his first for the day.
Yes, yes, good catch, good catch. Good catch. He's onto him.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to have to take the sinker off. It was good when I was trying to punch it through this mat, but probably need it off now. They start to swim around a bit out there on the surface.
There we go. That's the one.
Okay, first cast without the sinker on. Straight where I could see him swimming around on top out there.
Hey, you won't do two for me?
Instant success. Not a big tilapia, but that's what we're chasing. Pest fish in Australia. You get them out. What we do is, some people bang them on the head, but I prefer to put a spike right through this area here, which is where their brain is, kills them instantly, and then we put them in a plastic bag so we can make sure we dispose of them properly when we leave.
Suburban lakes just like this one are prime habitat for tilapia, and you'll find them all year round, especially becoming active towards those warmer months during the breeding cycle.
Yes! Woohoo! Oh, tilapia, please don't lose you. Oh yeah. It's a number. It's a number. There you go. So we can't really sight fish them because they seem to be out deeper, and they're becoming really tough to catch. But as we're getting closer to the end of light for the day, in they come. So there's another one. I reckon Dizzy's quietly getting a bit nervous.
And it wasn't long before Dizzy puts another fish in the bag.
So Andy's just got his third fish, but little does he know that while he was catching it, I got another one in, which actually puts me 3 up on him now. He might have 3, but I've got 6. So he's got a lot of catching up to do before that sun goes down.
See, the thing is, Diz only thinks that I've caught 3 fish, but we'll stick to that, eh? What have you got?
Tilapia.
How big is that?
I don't know, about 32.
And how old are you?
8.
8 years old. And I reckon, just between you and me, you've caught a tilapia bigger than Dizzy. And he's one of the best fishermen in Australia. How do you feel?
Good.
You feel pretty good. Good on you, mate. You're a champion. Quietly, I reckon you're going to win something. Let's get in.
You can see him swimming around now.
Yes!
Ah, wherever you aren't, that's where the fish are. Stay on Andy.
With just an hour left on the clock, the action really started to heat up, and with a couple of fish behind the AFC Pro, all teams were in with a chance.
Well, every cast is a bite now, so it's keeping us busy.
Yeah, the good thing about this is anyone can do it.
Absolutely.
Put the family out there. There we go. Oh, dropped him.
Oh, well, almost anyone can do it.
Almost anyone can do it. He's got a sense of humour, this guy.
There's quite some serious penalties for people who don't do the correct thing once you take them from the water. I know they're a mouth breeder, and I know once you bring them out of the water, you must kill them immediately, and you must not put them back in the water. You must dispose of them properly. Most of the time when we fish for tilapia, we take a bucket or a garbage bin. We usually put a garbage bag inside, so at the end of the day, we can tie that garbage bag up and we take it to the landfill tip for the council, and that's where we usually dispose of our tilapia. We don't want them to go anywhere near the water, because those eggs that they carry in their mouth, is where the females carry them, can live for quite a few days out of the water, and once they hit water again, can then decide to hatch and become more tilapia. And the way they breed, you know, rabbits breed fast. I think tilapia have got it all over the rabbits.
With the sun just about to hit the horizon, it was time to gather up the catch and declare our winner, but not before a late entry by the young fella from Team My Catch Australia.
Well, it's just about sunset and we had an awesome afternoon tilapia fishing. We've got the young fella Chaos here, Darren Dizzy Borg, Jace and the family have come along. What do you reckon, guys? You have fun?
Awesome time.
Had an awesome time, and we got a few tarps. I reckon Diz and I were about even.
Yeah, I think you snuck a few in at the end right at the last minute, but yeah, about even.
I might have done that. But one of the big things was the biggest fish, and I reckon, mate, you've got that fish and we've measured it as the biggest. You've gone 31 and a little bit. Good effort. And this is what I'm going to give you. Here's a Shimano rod and reel. and that's thanks to Dougie Burt's Tackle World on the Gold Coast.
All right.
So there you go, good stuff, mate. Big fish for you. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed the show. Learn a bit, get your families out tilapia fishing. It's a whole lot of fun. Make sure you give us a like, subscribe. I'm Andy and this is the gang. We'll catch you next time on Coastfish TV.